They're one of the most highly regarded age group triathlon teams in the world. In the last 7 or 8 years, they've brought home 12 of those fancy little wooden bowls you get for being on the age group podium in Kona. They've got us up unsociably early on what is actually a beautiful sunny morning in April for a weekend of training with Team Freespeed. You're not a cat model.
For me, the most critical thing is knowing what I'm going to do the next day, setting my day, be ready for it, and making sure that my sessions are pretty short and sharp and make the most of the time I've got.
Maybe you run into work one way and then you catch the train home, so use your commute, because your commute can be just dead time.
And working out how long it takes to do each session, working out key sessions in the week and the ones that you definitely can't miss, and making sure you fit them in.
Don't sweat the small stuff. I mean, if you miss a session, it's not the end of the world. Get your quality sessions in, even if it's 3 in a week. That's better than 5 half-hearted efforts or 5 efforts where you are on the floor afterwards.
If you have something that's potential niggle, just get it dealt with early. Just nip it in the bud. The fact that you don't go out and run that day or the next few days, do you know what? It doesn't really matter. If you can still swim or you can still bike, then you can still get some quality training, and you're not going to lose much of your sort of fitness level if that's what you're really worried about.
I usually have a proper breakfast in the morning. Porridge is my go-to. I'll then refuel straight out the swim, and I try to do the first hour on the bike with a couple of bars. Then I switch onto the Cliff Bar gels, and I try and wash them down with a lot of my precision hydration.
I use Cliff Shot blocks. I take 2 of those every 15-20 minutes, and I'm relatively religious about that. I don't have an alarm on my watch. I just look down at my bike computer and just start taking those things on. I'll have a bottle of precision hydration. Usually, if it's a hot race, then it'll be 1,000. If it's a milder race, then maybe a 500.
My best race in Kona actually was due to the fact that I took in salt. I'd never done it before. I'd always struggled on the run from about 18k, and to be able to run a whole marathon in an Ironman, especially in Kona, I think you're looking at beating 80–90% of the field.
Critical thing is to choose a race that really suits you. So to have a look at all the courses out there, know where your strengths are, and potentially know where there's going to be the most slots in your age group and where you've really got the best chance, and then just put your head down and go for it.
Firstly, enjoy the race. Secondly, when you arrive on the island and you see lots of crazy, beautiful people that have looked like they stepped off of a Calvin Klein shoe, don't be put off by that. It's not about what they look like, it's about how good a racer they are. And you've earned your spot in Kona, so be prepared to race them and beat them.
I think you need to go in there knowing and being ready for how big a race it is. I mean, it is amazing. But the scale of the spectacle of it when you get there can blow you away a bit. So you need to go in and just know that you're going to enjoy the race. And I think for the first time, you just see what the outcome is.
I think probably Ali, for her wine drinking skills, probably wins it at the moment.
Alison Rowett, you need to watch her on the wine.
I'm not the best because I'm usually in bed at 9 o'clock after a race.
Declan just simply cannot. He is horrendous at drinking. Declan is the worst.
Not me. Yeah, I usually wimp out pretty soon. I might talk a good gig, but actually the reality is that I'm definitely not going to be that person that's there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Probably because I actually raced quite hard, whereas the majority of the rest of the team probably don't race hard enough, and therefore they've got way too much energy to be like carrying it on into some kind of after party shenanigans.
Yeah, the run again. Love it. Love it. On the way home now. It's been a good day. Really enjoyed training with the guys and girls at Team Freespeed, having a chat with them. And I think it's safe to say I'm going to sleep well tonight.